Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kody Lamb.
Oh, what's shaking, everybody? This isn't the type of hat I'm used to wearing, but we'll make it work. Good evening. I would like to welcome my fellow graduates, family and friends, and I would like to thank President DeTavio, Provost Murray, and the distinguished stage party for the opportunity to address you this evening. How on earth have you done it? As I looked across her desk to see the no less than stunned face of my thesis advisor, Dr. Amber Bozer, who sadly can't be with us tonight, it finally began to sink in that I am not what most would consider a conventional graduate student. While in the closing stages of my preparation for my thesis defense, she had just found out I had been at a rodeo in Florida only days before and still managed to get my school requirements completed on time. It came to an even bigger surprise to her that trips such as these were not an anomaly, but that the last 6 years of my life had consisted of this exact same sequence of organized turmoil. Traveling to the largest rodeos across North America in places like Texas, Florida, California, and Canada, and all places in between, all the while keeping up with the intense pace of undergraduate and graduate school. She began to understand the lifestyle of the modern-day rodeo cowboy, while I took stock of the fact that thesis advisors are not used to their students bouncing across the continent in dusty old minivans, all the while trying to complete a master's thesis. I now realize the stress that my run-and-gun, last-minute, photo-finish way of doing things must have had on her. Dr. B, I'm sorry. It turns out neuroscientists aren't used to running on rodeo time. While my story may be unique, it is certainly not extraordinary, as it seems every graduate student has had their fair share of pandemonium in getting here this evening. I know that while all of us have a different story, we can each be united via the same 2 a.m. nauseating panic that can best be understood by the phrase, "What the hell have I gotten myself into?" To you all, I give my proverbial tip of the hat. We've all had our broncs to ride. "So how have you done it?" she asked me again, referring to my hectic yet somehow successful balance in both athletics and academics. Now, I shrugged my shoulders, unable to provide a satisfactory response. Chasing rodeos has been the norm for me for over 10 years, so I've never known it any other way. However, I believe it's a question worth answering, so I'll do my very best to answer it now. I would be remiss to not first mention the environment here at Tarleton State University, which played a tremendous role in fostering my own personal excellence. Without the fantastic support of the faculty, coaches, and students here, I could have never achieved success in both the classroom and the rodeo arena. If I can attribute my personal success to one internal characteristic alone, it would be that to the consistent discipline to mundane tasks. Now, this isn't exciting, and it's certainly not revolutionary. It's not one of the 3 quick keys to success in life that you'll find in a Facebook clickbait article. In my balancing act of school and rodeo, I've learned that motivation is fleeting and self-belief is fickle, and neither will be there when you need them. Consistent discipline is the slow-moving train that has always delivered me to my final destination. Whether it was showing up and taking notes in class or meticulously preparing to compete in a rodeo, I learned that success is little more than doing the things you need to do regardless of how you feel about them. This characteristic in me is not innate, but one instilled in me from a very young age. Mom and Dad, thank you for teaching me that consistency pays off. Thank you for making me go to school every day growing up, even when other parents let their kids fake sick and stay home. Thank you for leading by example and showing up to work every day, even when you didn't feel like it. Thank you for teaching me that the most important day to work your hardest is every day that you don't feel up to the test. Standing here today, I finally understand. If there is a lesson in the story I've told you today, let it be this. Be consistent. Always show up and always try your butt off. To close, I would like to thank my thesis committee for their guidance and encouragement, my coach Mark Aiken and the rodeo team for providing me with an environment to pursue excellence, and my entire family for their continuous and unwavering support. You have all pushed me to heights far greater than I could have ever achieved alone. As American journalist Regina Brett said it best, no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you.
Kody Lamb, thesis title, Collegiate Rodeo Athletes and Concussions. Thesis advisor, Dr. Amber Bozer.